Back to Codeball. This is part 2 of a video. We're looking again at the Nintendo 64 power supply that we looked at before. Since the last video, which if you've not seen, I'll put a card up here. Well, depends on your device, but you should be able to click on it somewhere. If not, link in the description. So yeah, watch part 1 first. But since then, I've managed to get a pack of resistors. In fact, I've got two. I've got some 1206s and some 805s. I think it's an 805. But we'll have a look at that. And we think the issue is this, zoom in a little bit, is this resistor here. So plan is, we're going to desolder this daughter board, which should lift out as far as I can tell. There's nothing else holding that in. We've broken the glue, so that's nice and loose now. So we're going to lift that out and then we'll pull that resistor out and give it a test. So let's do that now. Right, because we've got a few of those to do. We've got this desoldering pump out, that's coming up to temperature, so I am just going to blob a bit of flux on. Hopefully this will make it flow a little easier. Never sure if you actually need this when desoldering, or if it just makes it worse, but I don't know. Comment in the comments if you know. Right, we've got the desoldering gun out, so let's give it a go. That looks pretty good. Turn that off. We've got one more pin to bend up here. And hopefully, zoom in out again. This should just come out like a little card. Look how easy that is. Genuinely, one of the best things I've ever bought. Now then, I'm going to switch the lens so we can get a little bit closer. Bear with me. Right, okay. So, we're thinking it is this component here. Teeny tiny component. Now, interestingly, it's not marked. And it is a little small. You see all the other resistors are marked? But these little ones are not. Now, from what I got from the My Mate Vince video that I was watching, this should be a 220 ohm resistor. I hope. So testing this one, we get 66 mega ohms. Testing this one. Interesting, that one shows us completely open circuit. So where does that go? These come down to these pins at the bottom. So the top one looks like it's probably a ground. And the second one I'm not sure about. So what I might just do is test those for resistance to that chip, and we'll have a look. I really want to be sure to put the right component in here. And you know when you start to doubt yourself a little bit, because you know this is on the high voltage side, so this is something that needs to be done not with guesswork. But these components are just so small. Tell you what, I'm going to bring up a frame on that My Metvin's video and just check this looks identical, because I think there is a lot of risk here. This board genuinely looks identical to the one that Vince has got. Yeah, his has got a label on the top as 221, so I think I'm going to go for it. I think what first thing we're going to do is try and desolder that. So I'm just going to come in with soldering iron. We'll get some flux on there. Okay, let's get soldering iron. Smoking tip. And this should come off fairly easy because it's such a small component. Single-sided board, it shouldn't... there we go. That looks to be off. And if you're wondering where that component is, it is here. I just want to check this out circuit as well. Gosh, this is a hard component to test. Yeah, it's in the mega ohms. There shouldn't really be any doubt because you can't really increase resistance. If you've got a resistor there, the electricity will always take the lowest resistance path. Alright, next up, let's get a brand new, can't tell, it says 220, and here we go. Oh, did I get a big one out here? Or are these just smaller? No, I think these are just actually smaller than the 805s. That's fine, this should still go on. Yeah, it's actually not bad. Not bad at all. So I might just flow a smidge more solder onto these pads. I should put the finer tip on, but there we go. So if I just put this on here, okay. Oh, it's blooming awkward. Maybe a bit of flux just to stick it down and to hope the solder flows a little better. Into that, there we go. Okay. That's where I want it. Now I just gotta get some heat on here. So I think if I just put the on top, except the big lumps of solder are not helping. It's running away. Right, here we go. Yes, yes, I will take that. And then just so I can get in easier, I'm going to rotate and see if we can just heat this side. I mean, that is actually stuck. I think what I'm going to do is give that a little test. It doesn't look like it's short into this side, which is nice. Yeah, it's just flux. We'll clean that up in a second. So if I go on to to resistance, that now says it's 220 ohms, which it didn't before. Oh, it says something ridiculous. Right, that's in, tested. We're getting the right number of ohms reading on that. So I think what I'm going to do is pop this board back in. Flip this around. Get you in a little closer. And we'll just put a bit of flux across all these. And we'll come in with the solder. There we go. All right, looks good. I'm going to quickly check that for any bridges. Yeah, we'll check this for bridges. Got onto continuity, and we'll go this one to this one, this one to this one. It's probably fine. I'll quickly clean that up. Get rid of all this flux. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, next thing, we will pop this back together. And then we are going to very nervously turn this on when it comes to it, but that's fine. Who cares if we have a bit of a bang, eh? It'll be funny to watch. Let's just hope we don't. Okay, so that's going to go like that, and this piece comes over and goes in there. That's good. God, I hate these game bits. I don't know who thought this was a good idea for a screw head. It's a terrible design. Right, next question. Will it blow up? I'm going to plug this in under my desk to an isolation transformer. Then we're going to see what happens. And I'm going to hide under the desk and power this on. Okay. No bang. No explosion. Next question. Do we have any voltage? So again, we've got this map down here, so all these are negative. Do we have anything in here? No. In here? No. It's just nothing there still. Okay, that's a shame. Right, I guess we'll keep looking. Which was this top one. This bottom one also seems to be faulty as well. So we're going to whip the board out. I've got strip of 1.5k. What there? 603s? 0603s. So we're going to get that replaced. Okay, that looks like it's just going to drop out. Very nice. Yeah, so I think the issue we've got here, again, just referring back to the video that Vince had, is, if I zoom out so you can see that, from this pin to the third pin on here, it's dead. We have got absolutely no resistance. So this one should be 220 ohms, which it is. And then this one should be apparently 1.5 kilo ohms, which it isn't. So I think what I'm going to do, get the microscope back out. We're going to take off this little resistor, and we are going to pop on a new one. I'm going to try and pick up this teeny tiny there we go, that's off. Right, I'm just going to flow a little bit of this on. Oh, far too much. Far too much. That should be okay. Interesting what it says on this. It doesn't say 1.5K, it's got like 186, I think. Something along those lines. Fuck. Okay, it's pretty terrible, but, I do believe it is on there. Yes, let's hope that's not important. I will clear up all these little bits of solder as well. Obviously it's important when it's high voltage things. Make sure we've not got loads of stray. I also need to check there's no bridges in there, because that looks a little suspicious. Right, time to test. So from, you can't see, but from the bottom pin, from this pin over here to here, that's 1.5K, and then from this one to this one, 2.2, and this one is measured in mega ohms, and doing cross the other way, again measured in mega ohms. Okay, I think that's on. I think I'm willing to give this a try in a particularly cautious way, but what we'll do, put the microscope away, and we'll try and get this soldering done. Right, okay, so let's give it a go. Let's see what we've, if this is working. Got the screen recording. Hopefully for you it'll be, I don't know, up here somewhere. Figure that out in editing. Got a power pack. It's not powered on in a minute, but let me flick the magic switch. Okay, this should be powered up. And insert that into the console. Okay. So, big question. Does it power on? We've got a light. Power is looking good. Do we have a video signal? We do not. Why do we not? I'm not gonna lie, this cable I've got doesn't feel great. Do we need a gaming? Can't say I've ever owned a N64, so I don't know. Game? Oh, there we go. I think we just needed a gaming. All right. Let's see if this works. Oh, I remember playing this. So I never had one, but at least one of my friends did. And we were always around there playing a bit of GoldenEye. I was always terrible, but let's see. But from what I can tell, this is working. This is working all right. Yeah, whatever. Let's short start. Oh. Ooh, did that just restart? Oh, I think... I have a feeling that's because I leant on the reset button. Okay, note to self, don't do that. Yeah, fine, play, start. Hopefully this loads without restarting. Avoid this button. Can't remember the controls. How do I fire? Oh, no. Ah, okay, that's the fire button. How do I get my weapon back out? Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, boy. Can you jump? I can't actually remember if you can jump on this game. Can you shoot at me? Shots coming from somewhere. Okay, told you I was not very good at this game. Alright, awesome. We managed to get the Nintendo 64 fixed, up and working. I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff if you want to see more content like this, or if you just want to support the channel, to be honest. I mostly do this because I like fixing stuff, but it's always good to share. Alright, thanks for watching.